Good morning. It's early. Headed to the airport. We're going to Florida. I'll see you there. Made it to the airport. Time to get through security. Doesn't look too bad. Alright, made it through security, off to the gate.
We help travelers navigate the airport and serve as an ambassador for our region.
Gotta catch the train.
Train arriving. Please stay clear of the doors.
Made it off the train to the gate. N12. Going to Fort Lauderdale. Almost time to board. They're doing Group A right now. I'm Group C. It's actually the first time I've ever been in Group C. So, I just got the Alaska credit card not too long ago. So, it's I guess it has the perk of boarding right after all of the premium status people, and first class people, and all that stuff. So, yay for early boarding.
Evacuation signs. All exits are marked with red and white signs, and in a dark cabin, floor level lighting will lead you to the exit. Take a moment to look around and locate your nearest exit. Welcome to Fort Lauderdale. The local time is 5:15 p.m. Please keep your seatbelts on. Our pilots will turn on the seatbelt sign when it's safe to get up.
Made it off of the plane. We've arrived in Florida. Landed in Fort Lauderdale. Got about an hour and a half drive home. I'm gonna be staying at my mom's place. Today is Wednesday. Traveled down to Florida yesterday, and I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we're kind of wanting to do around here. I'm still technically, working and doing all that. I took Friday off of work, so I'm going to be able to just enjoy, and then of course, the weekend to be able to do our things. But so we'll give you a little tour around my hometown, which is Jupiter, Florida. It's over in the West Palm Beach area. Yeah, it is hot and humid and everything I remember Florida to be. It is nice. It's way too humid for me to be able to continue living here. And half the reason I left in the first place was it's so humid all the time. So I'll give you a little tour around my hometown a little bit. I'll record here and there. Welcome to Florida. Look at this guy. Look how chunky. is looking at the feet. What are you sniffing? That's not for you. And say hello. No, I want to sniff the thing on the ground. Then we've got Sleepy here. Look how sleepy. Wow. So tired. We bought a plant. Yeah. This is Mom's outdoor space before I do a bunch of work on it. And now, big old tarp that hangs down over the center. So that way kitties stay nice and dry. Good morning. It is bright and early on Sunday for y'all. But I wanted to make sure that I got you gaming news of the week. Just a few topics this week because there's not like a whole lot going on. There's a lot in motion in the gaming space right now, but in terms of like things that are actually released this week or like things that are actively happening, there's not a whole lot. Battlefield 6 had its beta happen I think a month ago, and now just released this week. From what I can see, everyone is in love with it. So if you've been a Battlefield fan, this might be your chance to jump back into it. I know that the beta was really fun for a lot of people. I hear that the full launch of the game really just brings the experience that people were wanting. So I'm excited to see all of the crazy Battlefield clips that you see of people jumping out of planes and shooting a rocket and successfully landing back in a plane and stuff like that. So Black Ops 7 for Call of Duty has launched. This one, I've heard pretty mixed reviews. I've heard that, if you want a true Call of Duty multiplayer experience, that's what you're going to get. What it doesn't bring, from what I understand, is enough change. You buy new games of the same series to get that nostalgic feel of the game that you loved, but with new additions that make it better. I don't know that Black Ops 7 is giving you that. Now, granted, I haven't played it, so this is based on just what I'm seeing in social spaces and stuff like that. The third AAA comes from PlayStation, Ghosts of Yotai. I've only really seen phenomenal reviews out of this. There are negative reviews, but I do think that this is like the negative reviews are coming from the degenerate part of the internet. The first Ghosts game was like phenomenally renowned. The second one takes place in a different part of Japan and tells kind of a similar samurai story, but has a female protagonist. And gaming internet unfortunately doesn't always do the best when it comes to female protagonists. So it looks phenomenal. The Ghost series is one that I very much intend to pick up, maybe during Black Friday season. If PlayStation 5 Digital goes on sale, I'll finally pick up a PlayStation. It'll be my first one since the PlayStation 2. I want to play the God of War series, Last of Us, all that stuff, all the big exclusives. And then the last piece of news, I actually mentioned in the last blog, was that PAX Australia was coming up. By this time, it's the last day of PAX Australia. So there was 2 conventions I think I mentioned in the last blog too, is that the first one was called GCAP, which is basically GDC, or Game Developers Conference, which normally takes place in San Francisco. This one takes place in Melbourne, Australia. So it's basically GCAP for that side of the world. I've only heard great things from my business partner of, people having a lot of interest in playing indies, so very excited for that, obviously. I was really worried about PAX Australia for the longest time, thinking that they might end up canceling it, because for those of you who might know, they canceled PAX South. Hopefully they can keep that one up and running, and from what it looks like, PAX Australia is doing very well this year. So anyway, that's gaming news of the week. So I figured I'd just end this vlog with a little walk around the neighborhood. This week was a little bit of a busy week for me. I tried to record a little bit of here and there of like everything we were doing, so I got a lot of time at the different animal nature rescues and a whole bunch of stuff. Hopefully all that stuff was cool to see. You get to see a little bit of my hometown, and this upcoming week is going to be another travel week. I got to go back home. I got a lot of work stuff going on. I guess start prepping for winter in Seattle. So I'm gonna try to make it so that way my herb garden doesn't die on me. So we'll see what that ends up looking like. I'd like to try to like redo my spare bedroom that I have to be able to sustain plants during the winter, or just like specifically herbs and stuff. So I'll need like a lot of artificial lighting and heat sources and stuff like that. So if any of you have ideas on how to keep like an herb garden alive with no sunlight inside a house, that's what I need. So hope y'all are enjoying the vlogs. It's fun being able to record and kind of just do it here and there instead of like being forced to record something every single day and get the video out and all that. So I'm enjoying it. Hopefully y'all are too, and I hope y'all have a fantastic week. I'll see you next weekend. Goodbye, everyone.